My name is Alyson Harvey and I'm a Development Officer for the Rochdale Safeguarding Children Board, and we work with organisations to make sure that they work together to keep children and young people safe. And obviously bullying is an issue for all of these organisations, for the board, and it's a really serious issue because we know the impact it can have on young people. We've done some research in Rochdale over time in schools, and we know that as many as 25% of young people in schools have experienced bullying in the last 12 months, sometimes more in fact. So it really is a serious issue. It can have a terrible effect on individuals. It can take different forms as well. So bullying, it could be verbal, people sort of name calling or shouting at people, making them feel small that way. Or it can be physical as well, it can involve violence, or it can be psychological really, so that it's about emotional, perhaps not including people or making them feel that they're different and of less value. And the other thing that we see more and more of as well is that although bullying can happen face to face, it can also happen on mobile phones and on the internet. So we've got cyberbullying, that's an issue as well. So a very complex issue, and something that certainly all the different partners, particularly schools, have to address because it makes such a difference. So we know in primary schools in Rochdale that 25% of young people have reported being bullied at some stage, and in high school that figure's higher, with 65% saying that they've experienced some type of bullying. When asked if the schools took it seriously, primary school children, 80% of them said that they felt that their school had dealt really effectively with it. So that's really good news. And although that figure was lower in high schools, we think it's about the fact that the schools do a lot of work behind the scenes, so people don't necessarily know or see how much work is going on to prevent bullying in schools. I mean, all schools have to have action and know how they're going to tackle bullying. And many of our schools have got reporting systems, because a lot of young people have said to us they may feel embarrassed or uncomfortable approaching a teacher about it. So a number of schools have set up reporting systems where it can be reported online, which I think is really valuable. And also a lot have set up peer mentoring and buddy systems as well. So somebody who's experiencing that can perhaps go rather than to a teacher, but to another young person in the school. So looking at different ways of actually making sure that people can say something. Because if you're being bullied, the most important thing to do is to tell someone immediately, someone you trust, and somebody who'll take some action. So if there's anything that people take from that, it's don't put up with it. It's not right to put up with it, and someone is there who can help you. I think another really important thing is about how children and young people themselves take a stand against bullying. It's not okay to be a bystander and watch it happen. I think it's really important to be clear that you don't agree with bullying and that you're there to support people who are bullied as well. So that would be the other thing. If we all say no to it, then it's much less likely to happen. Cyberbullying is a really big issue, and it is important that people recognise that it's just as important as face-to-face bullying. If not more so, it can have a bigger impact. So if you are experiencing bullying on your mobile phone or over the internet or wherever, do still tell someone, and it should still be taken as seriously. It's important to report it. So people often say that other people are bullied because they're different in some way. So it may be they're tall or they're thin or they're a different race or gender or something. But the thing is, we're all different in some way. That's a good thing. It's a good thing that we're unique, and it's no excuse for bullying at all. There's no reason to bully around that.